and welcome to a Toy Kind of Mood Christmas edition, 12 Tooth edition. My bad for this. I'm editor Bobby Bear. With me, as always, is well, not always, but half the time now, Kevin Wish, and special guest Melanie Jones. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So I did get a tooth pulled, which is why I'm talking kind of like a sideshow character in a bad animation. So I'm gonna throw it to Kevin to do the hosting duties.
Yes, I will be emceeing today, everyone. So bear with me. I'm not quite up to the same level as Bobby or Ronnie or Travis,
You'll do fine.
but today I will be the guest MC host. So today is a Christmas kind of mood. We're doing a Christmas episode. I got my ugly Cobra sweater shirt on, and Robert's got his green on from Aquaman, and Melanie's looking lovely as ever in front of her Christmas tree. So what we're going to talk about today on a Christmas toy kind of mood is we'll start out with the hottest toys of Christmas 2020. And if you guys are watching the news or been on the toy chats and toy boards, one of the things we know that's one of the hottest toys that's out there right now that nobody can get a hold of is the PlayStation 5. And so I do know that some people in our chat were able to get it. What do you think about the PlayStation 5, Melanie Jones?
I love it. I already played the Astros, Astros Playroom that comes with it, which I thought was loaded with like a lot of fun. It was kind of unexpected, to be honest. And me and my ex, we played through it and beat it in like maybe a few hours. It was fun.
That looks like fun.
And then I just got the Mortal Kombat 11, so I've been playing that. I didn't play it on the PS4. The last one I had was like Mortal Kombat 10, so the visuals on that are awesome. Having a good time.
Excellent. Yeah. Bobby, were you able to obtain one, or are you planning on obtaining one at some point?
I'll get it at some point. But probably just gonna save up for it. Gonna wait a while.
Yeah, it'll definitely be easier to get like come the summer.
Yeah.
It's like Nintendo and Sony typically understock things to build up hype. But it's awesome that Melanie was able to get one. And I personally, I'm not a gamer myself, but it does look really great and the graphics looks great. And a question to ask you, Melanie Jones, Sackboy, is that one of the games that's on it? So like the little boy that like he looks like he's made out of like
from Little Big Planet, I believe it is. That's you can get it off there. Like they have like the free games that you can download, and then there's with the whole pass and everything, you have like a store. I didn't play that one yet, but I saw it. I think you had to purchase it. But there's rotating ones, unless I'm wrong, there's rotating ones that like for a little bit of time, like you'll have them for free. That's how I got this other weird little game that's been out for quite a while. But I'm not sure. Robert, do you know?
I don't.
I don't know if it was. I think you can get it.
Okay.
Like it's already on there. Like it's
I know it's popular, and there's a lot of like memes and stuff on the internet already about Sackboy and whatnot because it looks cute. Let's moving on to the other hot toy of this Christmas season, who's right behind me. This little guy, the animatronic one.
Grogu.
Oh my God.
Grogu.
You know who this is. Yeah, we know it's Baby Yoda, right? Say hi, Baby
Yoda. Grogu, okay.
So I think he wants, like, maybe I'll get him to talk. Maybe not. I think because I've been playing with him a lot, so his batteries are.
He's adorable.
Force snap. He takes a force snap.
I know, but I'm like, he's not. I think the batteries are. There we go. There we go.
I need that.
I need that. I need it so bad. That's on my hot toy list.
Who doesn't need a Baby Yoda, right?
There's so many different kinds too and price points, but that's the one that I want with the pendant.
There is another YouTube person. Okay, Baby Yoda, you're gonna go to sleep. There is another personality on YouTube, and all she does is reviews. Well, I guess she calls them Grogu's now. She reviews all things Grogu and all things the child, and she's reviewed the Mattel one versus the Hasbro one. There's both the animatronic. The Mattel one's a little weird because like when it does the force thing, the hand goes, and it's just like it's kind of jarring for like a little kid to watch. Yeah, it's kind of like on a seizure. But the cool thing about it is that it's on a remote, and then like if you I have carpet, so it really wouldn't work too well in my house. But if you don't have carpet, you have hardwood floors, or you have like laminate. Um, the Baby Yoda will just follow you around your house if you've got the wristlet on, because it's like it's in sync. So like you turn around, you be doing the dishes, and then oh look, it's Baby Yoda.
And almost trip over it. Like I
Yeah.
already do
You'll trip over.
so
I don't know the price point on the Mattel one. I think it might be $10 cheaper, $10 more expensive. But I know that the one that I got this one from GameStop for $59.99. And
yeah.
that's pretty much what the price point is on this version of Grogu. So he is a hot one, and he sold out, I think, at Target, but you could still get him on places online. Like I think Big Bad Toy Store still has them, and Amazon, of course, like off and on, like some it sells out and then it goes back in stock and sells out and goes back in stock. So that's all really I could think of that are the hottest Christmas toys this year. I mean, of course, typically, certain Funko Pops, LOL dolls. Does your niece collect those, Melanie?
No, I don't have any nieces.
Well,
Yet.
well, your ex.
No, I have little friends that have like kids and stuff. When I was like looking, like kind of researching this, I'm like clueless when it comes to girls' toys anymore.
Yeah.
Now that I'm getting more into like these figures, it's like I did see some of those, but yeah, I guess they are like all the rage right now.
Are they the
And
ones?
then you go ahead.
I'm sorry. Are they the ones that like they're in the ball and then like you peel them away, or is that like an LOL surprise doll or something? I don't really know much about those. I feel like I should know something about them since I know like a lot about toys, but
My
Go ahead.
I know my fiance's niece loves LOL dolls, like loves them.
right.
So at Christmas time, like we try and like find what we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully every kid gets what they want this year for Christmas.
Right?
Because they're all
Yeah.
cooped up in the house with this terrible virus. Speaking of which, and getting what you want, when you were kids, let's move on to the next segment of what was one of the hardest toys for you both to acquire when you were little, and why, basically. Like, I mean, we can go all the way back to, I guess, the 80s.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's where we're all from. What say you on that, Melanie Jones?
I know I can like definitely remember my mom and the Cabbage Patch doll and trying to find the one with she had like the blonde hair, the yarn blonde hair and everything. Those were like all the rage. And luckily I did get one. I think I got a few. I still have, I believe, in the box, should be, my first Cabbage Patch doll.
Wow, it's probably worth a lot of money.
Well, depending on which one it is, I'm trying to think. Yeah, so that was pretty difficult to get back then. And I even remembered like the commercials that were on at the time, like could have your Cabbage Patch, doll, and then they would have on the news like everyone going crazy, like old school.
Mm-hmm.
Have to get this toy for my child.
Yeah, and then I think they came with certificates of like birth certificates.
The birth certificate, yep. And you could write your name in as the parents.
They were expensive back then too. I think they were like $60-$70 back in the 80s, which was
they were pricey. They were definitely pricey.
What about you, Robert? Like, what was a hard toy back then for you to acquire?
Honestly, I was kind of an easy kid to get for.
Uh-huh.
But I think the biggest was either the Nintendo or Eternia.
Okay.
So those were the big ones, but I can't really think of like anything that like I wanted that was like hard to get outside of like the gaming systems.
Mm-hmm. So like nothing like a Tickle Me Elmo or anything. I mean, you were a teenager like when that came out, probably.
Tickle Me Elmo, I was 23.
Really?
No, I'm trying to think like maybe the PS4.
The first Tickle Me Elmo came out in like 1995.
Was it 95? Really?
Yeah, the first one did. The
Oh,
one.
you know what? You know
When
what? No, I stand corrected. Yeah, you're right. And I thought the Power Rangers, the 12-inch ones,
Uh-huh.
when they first came out, were impossible to find.
I
My
remember that.
brother had those. Yep.
I
Yeah.
went shopping with my aunt one time at Toys R Us because I was helping her with everyone else, and there was a box that had just been dropped
Mhm.
with all of them. I'm like, oh, Red Ranger, please.
That's great.
And she was like,
those
you want that? She goes, you want that for Christmas? I'm like, yes.
that,
Done.
that those were good Christmas shopping trips.
All right, that was good.
Yeah. Melanie got her Cabbage Patch Kid. You got your Power Ranger. My favorite, like as you were both saying, was the gaming systems. My favorite, my hardest thing to find one Christmas. Well, I could talk about what was the hardest thing for my parents to find. They were new parents. It was the first He-Man figure that they could not get me.
Mm.
Santa did not come through for me that year, and I think I was 5 years old.
Are you kicking and screaming?
Was that?
Kicking and screaming?
I mean, I was disappointed because I was a spoiled little kid, but like, still, they made it up for me because they got me Manny Faces, which is my very first He-Man figure that I opened, and then they got me Tila, and they got me Faker, which my dad thought was He-Man, but as you both know, it's not He-Man. That's Blue He-Man and
It's fake He-Man.
fake
It's
He-Man.
faker.
But to make things better, they did also get me Castle Grayskull that Christmas.
There
So
you go.
I knew it.
like a big giant Castle Grayskull, and this is my homage to that this Christmas behind me, the Snake Mountain from Super 7, which that was my Christmas gift to myself this year, which I'm super excited to open
Wow.
when I get a minute, like once I figure out where I'm going to put that beast. But they got me Castle Grayskull, and I mean, like, all was well, and there was a little note in my Christmas stocking from Santa and the elves saying, "I owe you one He-Man figure throughout this year," and Mom and Dad came through and they eventually got me He-Man. But that was the very last Christmas they ever half-step Christmas on me, because my favorite Christmas of all time was getting the original 8-bit Nintendo. And it was hard to get for a lot of kids in my school. And it's being from New Jersey, my dad knew a guy who knew a guy. So, no questions asked. It's just I opened I had a Nintendo with Super Mario Brothers.
That's all
I
that
don't
matters.
Yeah, that's all
Duck Hunt.
there. I don't know. I don't remember. When you guys got it? Did you guys get the one with the set with the robot?
Yep.
And you had that one. That robot that I heard did like nothing. He had like a disc, and there was only one game you can play with that robot.
I don't even know what it like moved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
you just play Duck Hunt.
had the
I
gun.
hated that
So
game.
my
I
dad
hated
wanted
that
to play
dog.
with Duck Hunt.
That dog, and you come up and you like have the duck.
And you're like, fuck you.
So then
That was a good Christmas.
moving on from that, look into the future, like a Christmas of next year, or this next year in general. What toys are we most looking forward to?
I'll say the Star Wars Black Series Ventress. I'm excited. That will actually be because I'm kind of new to the whole collecting thing. I'm like the newbie. So that's actually my first pre-order that I jumped on. And with Funko, I went and got the whole wave of the WandaVision. So I'm excited to get those as well. Definitely.
You look good.
Yeah.
Really good. How about you, Robert?
House of X Marvel Legends.
Yep.
I got the I pre-ordered the Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean Grey, and Magneto.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So.
And the Spider-Verse too. I think Marvel Legends Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I want to get the Miles and the Gwen, but I'll have to find those. And then you showed me the goddamn Sideshow Gambit, Kevin.
Yeah, that Gambit, they just announced him yesterday. A Sideshow, and I think premium format figure, and it comes with two alternate. I think it comes with two alternate hairstyles. Yep. I think the head's like attached, but you just remove the hair. And it comes with, I think, like 5 different pairs of hands. And like the coolest thing is like some of the hands are kind of like pink and translucent. See like the the energy going from his hand into the card. So I was like saying to myself, oh man, I want to get that Gambit. But I already did treat myself to something for next year. I pre-ordered the HasLab Sentinel. I do have that pre-ordered, and that's really what I'm most looking forward to next year. Just putting on my Sentinel display and making a master mold display. And like probably what I do is take my classic X-Men and just do a big diorama with that Sentinel. And then leading with that, we can go into, if you could have one Christmas wish for next year, what would it be? As far as what toys would you like to see, or what main toy would you like to have a company produce? And I'll start with Melanie Jones.
Okay, so what like a line of toy that I would want to see produced would be full Daria figures, because
Right.
they just have not been done. I also think that'd be a good time to do it because there's talks of Jodie's spin-off show,
Mhm.
where she comes out of, is done with college and she has her own children and everything like that. But I want like Jane, Trent, Quinn, all of them,
Heavy.
Brittany. Yeah. So, and I know Funko, did just a Daria pop. It'd be cool if they did the rest of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that would be something that I'm really would want to see, definitely.
That would be great if they did
Yeah.
those. What
Mhm.
about you, Robert?
I would like a McFarlane series of TheBoys.
Mhm.
Like I love the show and the comic. Either that or Marvel Legends of Agents of Shield,
Mhm.
which and have them like in a box set in the Zephyr. Which
Yeah,
since the show is over, I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would still like that.
that would be cool. That'd be very cool if they
That'd be
did that.
awesome.
I could actually see them doing a line of the boys though. Like I would say that that's probably in the cards over the next couple of years,
Yeah.
because their costumes are very toyetic, and the show's got like immense popularity. So I would say that there's more of a chance of them doing that than not. And then for my pick, something that actually has been a little bit talked about but not confirmed, is that NECA was talking about doing a sewer layer playset that would be in conjunction with that city scene diorama that they made it animated style, and then so they're going to make it interlocking, as what Randy Falk had said, is it would go underneath the diorama, so it would act as like a subterranean sewer, and then they would have different parts, like where they watch TV and eat their pizza, and then where they do their training, and where they meditate with Splinter. So I'm imagining that this would be very expensive if they did do it. So, but I still have to have it because it's the turtles.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have. That's my Christmas wish. And then to wrap up, so next week, Toy Kind of Mood, we'll be doing our end of the year picks of top three best action figures, best action figure lines. And I'm not sure that Melanie Jones can make next week's episode. So what we're going to do is very politely ask her to share what her top picks are for toys of 2020.
Okay, so my top picks personally, for Funko Pops, I love the anime Hunter x Hunter.
Mhm.
So when they threw all those out, I had to get them. I only have two at the moment. The other ones have been ordered and on their way. But I did get Leorio and Killua. So I'm still waiting on Gon and my favorite Hisoka and Kurapika as well. But
Those are
also,
cool.
probably the GI Joe, the Baroness,
Mhm.
also Cobra Commander. I really love them. Uh, Black series would have to be Mando, the Beskar, and
Mhm.
the Armorer. And I don't know. There's a few like Marvel Legends that were pretty cool, but those I guess would be my. I'll do that when I have to do my whole end of the year voting. I'll add more.
Those are all really good figures, and those Funko Pops look pretty cool. What about you, Bobby? You just want to announce next week, like when we
Yeah.
do our.
I'm gonna keep them close.
Yeah, just keep it close to your heart, because we're gonna have a big show. Our hosts Travis Moody and Ronnie LaCaire will be back and co-hosting. You'll be co-hosting with them, and I think I'll be on as guest, and Mike Vlade and Kevin Johnson will be on with us as well. So we're gonna tally up everybody's top three figures, top three lines, and it's going to be a good show. And then with that, I guess we'll end this Christmas toy kind of mood, and I'll leave it back to Robert to finish us off.
So yeah, so they I know Melanie and Kevin are kind of like, y'all can't see me on social media, which probably is for the best, because social media can be bad and evil. But you can find me at Shitty Geeks on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah.
Kevin and I will be back next week. So until that time, everyone have a happy holiday so far, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the toy shops.
We'll see you next week. All right. Bye, everybody. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Peace out.